Hey everybody, this is Brian with the International Podcast, IWPC 316 here on YouTube. Back for part 2 of Shoot the Shit. Part 1 turned into a South Park Love Fest, so we decided to break them up. That way,
yes,
folks,
Brian, I am back. And now I have my top 50 South Park moments.
Yeah, for those people that tuned out of South Park, we just figured you guys wanted to hear the rest of our ramblings.
Yeah.
And why else would you listen to this show?
And to apologize to anybody, I just wanted to do a South Park show because I just wanted to talk about South Park. I'm on a South Park high at the moment.
Yeah, and we need to. We're going to break out with our big Saturday announcement. You know, because none of the other announcements we've ever made have really seen the light of day. The Hall of Fame show comes to mind.
Yeah. The Hall of Fame show is coming. It's just going to come around WrestleMania DVD release time.
It'll be ready for WrestleMania 30.
Yes! We will review a Hall of Fame a year later.
Yeah.
So a year on from Madison Square Garden, Brian, what do you think?
Yeah. Mick Foley is still not a Hall of Famer. That's what I think. But, yeah. Kids, you're going to have to hold on till the Hall of Fame DVD comes out. So.
Yeah, well, the reason we're going to hold off.
The big announcement is... Go ahead, Gerald.
Oh yeah, this Saturday we're going to have our first ever movie commentary as me and Brian are going to commentate on Night of the Living Dead from 1968.
Hey, you got it right for once. It only took 2.5 hours of recording a movie to for you to be able to get the name of the movie right.
And just to make this clear, we are going to start doing this probably once every 2 weeks, not every week, once every 2 weeks, because it takes a lot of time. The edit is a balls, and there's not that much public domain movies we really want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Night of the Living Dead 68, Gerald was like, here's the list of public domain movies.
And in 1 minute, and anyone that's friends with Brian McNeil on Facebook knows you do not get a response in 1 minute.
Yeah, he's like, here's the public domain, and I go, Gerald, I don't see a list. He's like, click on it. I said, oh, okay. Hey, Night of the Living Dead's on here, let's do that. And away we went. So.
Yeah. As I said, this will be a 2-week thing. There might be a time that we might do a week. Like, I'm looking to see any TV shows that are on public domain we might watch. Like, I'm thinking about doing the Heil Hitler show, because I think that's public domain as well.
What the hell's the Heil Hitler show?
It's a failed comedy that was made in Britain in 1990, and it was a comedy revolving around Adolf Hitler and his wife.
I like the producers. We need to do a producers show.
No, but this was actually a sitcom that was supposed to be about Eva Longoria and Hitler. About their married life, about how hard it is, and it's just filled with jokes about the Holocaust, and it's supposed to be funny.
Wait. Eva Longoria or Eva Braun?
Eva Braun, Eva Longoria. Okay. No, that would be a good show.
I'm trying to figure out why the hell Hitler would be married to a small Spanish woman.
This show is so bad. It got one airing on a channel over here called Galaxy, which is now called Sky One. Show is so bad that the people that roll it never got another high job, and every single actor on that show went on to have no career because they were so blackballed over it.
Yeah.
The show.
So it's basically the premise behind the producers. They actually made it to air though.
Yeah.
Spring time for Hitler.
No, it's not. It's like an episode of fucking Three's Company or fucking even the Flintstones. It's just starring fucking Hitler. It's fucking weird as shit.
Yeah, you can't try to make Hitler a main character.
You can't make Hitler funny fat. You gotta make the Holocaust funny.
Holocaust jokes are not funny.
Yeah. But that's our big announcement. As I said, it's going to be a 2-week thing. We're thinking about doing Reefer Madness, but if any of you have any other ideas about public domain movies only, because there's no point in me and Brian taking 2-3 hours out of our life to record and then taking another 2 or 3 hours to edit it if it's just going to go up and get rejected by YouTube.
Yeah, because you always have to worry. You know, I know how the Nostalgia Critic videos, people copy them from Blip and move them to YouTube.
They're refused. They're refused. Yeah. They're done under fair trade. But we are actually going to be showing whole movies, so that would not be covered under fair trade.
Yeah.
You know, so as I said, if you
we
have
just
any...
don't want, we just don't want our YouTube channel to be deleted.
Yeah. So as I said, if anyone has any ideas, remember public domain movies or television shows that are under public domain only.
Yeah, I think television shows is going to be like PBS shows. Is there a year limit on it when it moves into public domain?
And what we would actually do for television shows is that if television shows are nominated, we will actually go to IMDb, not Wikipedia, IMDb, and we will review the lowest ranked episode of that television show.
Lost season 4, episode 19.
Oh, if Lost was public domain, I'd do the whole 120 episodes because I could just go on rants about Kate for fucking 5 episodes straight. I hate Kate. If I did a show about my top 10 hate characters, Kate would be number 1. I despise her because I actually like Lost. I actually like the whole 6 seasons.
I'm still confused on Lost. I don't understand where the polar bears came from.
For people that are new, I hate this question because it's explained. But people are like, well, it's not explained very well. It's like, dude, it's fucking explained. They fucking brought the bears. You saw the fucking bear cages. It's quite obvious where the fucking polar bears came from. Yeah, but they never showed us.
Yeah.
Do you want, that is what really pisses me off about Lost. Everyone's saying, well, this wasn't explained and that wasn't explained. It's like, dude, do you have your own fucking head? Do you have your own brain? Do you want everything mapped out on what happened? That's why I used to love the X-Files, because so much people used to say, well, it makes no sense.
Why is the cigarette man called the cigarette man?
Yeah. Why can't they call him by his real name? Because he's a fucking mysterious character. Yeah, but I want to know his name. All I can say is that if the X-Files was around today, it would not be a success because the internet would be going into overdrive every single week. There's a Monster of the Week episode because everyone's like, yeah, I want to know what's happening with the fucking conspiracy.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait every 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So do you want to touch on to a bit of wrestling?
Yeah, today's the 10-year anniversary of Miss Elizabeth's death. I don't know what else is going on wrestling-wise other than Cena's hurt because I didn't watch too much of Raw this week.
Today is also 15 years to the day where DX invaded WCW.
Yay.
Yeah, WWE,
I do need help
WWE actually have that up on their Facebook page except for Miss Elizabeth. Classy mover. It's always by War Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, I need help from our listeners. I'm trying to work on something for WrestleCrap.com on Ron Garvin.
Yeah, he was a pilot.
He did a role called Miss Atlanta Lively, where he basically went in drag because Ric Flair won a match to get a date with the female valet for, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Jimmy Garvin or something. And Ron actually came out in drag instead of Precious. And Flair had to go on a date with him. And then they carried on with the character for a couple weeks, leading to a street fight between the Midnight Express and Jimmy Valiant and Atlanta Lively. And I'm trying to find video or photos or anything like that so I can do this column for WrestleCrap.com. But I can't find anything. I can't even find the match that's on the Street Fight DVD that WWE put out on YouTube. So
yeah,
I'm not finding any photos, video, anything.
Lady Motion would be your best bet there.
Yeah, well, I've tried everything, Google and Bing-wise, and nothing is coming up. It's like everybody's forgot about this, and for rightful reason. It is WrestleCrap. But, it gives me a chance to write for something that I've always wanted to do, So come on, help a brother out.
Yeah, I didn't see Raw, but I heard about Raw. A dad saw between Fandango and the Great Khali. To quote The Miz, really? This is why I'm having a huge problem with wrestling. This is why I'm taking a break. Is this really what WWE Fight did their taping? Fucking that's all. Like, Fandango, after WrestleMania, was the hottest thing in wrestling. They were Fandango with a fucking TNA offense, a Ring of Honor offense.
Yep. The Fandango theme actually made it onto Impact.
Yeah. And look what happened with the iTunes. It was playing at fucking Premier League soccer matches, which attracts over fucking 50 to 60,000 people.
Yeah. Apparently, what's pissing me off, the Ole Ole stuff is becoming a theme for Ricardo and Alberto Del Rio. So the announcers are playing it up like when they were doing the Ole Ole chants this Monday, that the fans loved Del Rio so much that they're singing a Spanish soccer chant.
It's an Irish soccer chant, anyway, just to point that out.
Yeah, but they were chanting because it's Ole. So.
And for anyone who doesn't believe, just type in Ole, 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 Ireland, because it is an Irish soccer chant, and that's why it was being chanted. There was plenty of English and British things chanted, and that's an Irish Ole, 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 and that was just being chanted during the Sheamus Randy Orton match. But of course, WWE would twist everything. They want to forget about that New Jersey show as much as they can.
Yeah. I think I found a movie for our next movie review. Yep, we're going to do this.
What?
We are going to do the 1979 horror movie called The Driller Killer. There are those who kill violently, is what the tagline says.
Yeah, and this guy kills with a drill. Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. It is on a list of banned so-called video nasties in the United Kingdom.
Interesting. But let's go on. Let's go into something that should have been banned. WWE dedicated 10 minutes to Monday Night Raw to Domino's Pizza, and the epic thriller, will Jerry the King Lawler ever get his pizza?
I like what JBL said. He's like, I don't mind the military getting the pizza, but the rest of those guys, they're about to get a clothesline from hell. It's like, it's not even your pizza, douchebag.
Yeah. No, I didn't see this. I just heard about it. I was just like, they dedicated 10 minutes of Raw to Domino's Pizza?
Pretty much.
And I'm sorry, if you're sitting down to watch Monday Night Raw, you're sitting down, you're hyped up, you have to turn on the show, what's on Sky Sports airs after finishing, the show is coming on, the USA Network is just coming on. The first thing you do not want to see is Ricardo Rodriguez versus Seth Coulter versus Big E Langston.
Yeah, if anyone didn't see that ending coming, I got some property to sell you, you know.
And yet again, the hottest thing in professional wrestling at this time is the Shield.
John Cena?
I am just so afraid that John Cena's going to bury the Shield somewhere down the line.
Yep. You know it's going to come to a fruition that the leader of the Shield's going to be put out this next pay-per-view. It's coming.
It's coming somewhere because John Cena has destroyed so much things because they're trying to make...
I see Cena doing the heel run now. Now that he's hurt. Do you remember when Bret Hart did his heel run?
Yeah. With
the Hart Foundation when I was in the wheelchair. They had to keep him on air, but I see Cena doing that with the Shield.
This is why Ryback should not have went heel. Because I was never a big Ryback fan. I'm not going to sit down here though. Like there is people on the internet, I've seen them, that a couple of months ago hated Ryback, but now they're like, Ryback is the shit. It's like, you had this guy that was super over with the crowd. He was selling a shitload of merchandise. Like, I guarantee you he was up there with Cena and Punk with merchandise.
Yeah. It's not every day you get a guy that the fans will cheer, you know, say his catchphrase over and over and over again.
And you turn him heel this was just the perfect opportunity. Like, I just don't get this. John Cena can still be a star, make a wish. He can still do all of that.
As a heel.
As a heel. Like, look at it. Damien Sandow granted a wish last week.
Cesaro granted a wish last week when they went to Switzerland.
Yeah.
They have killed that gimmick.
Is he really yodeling Or is that just
Yes.
joke?
He yodels on the way to. Remember how he used to have the little pop-up video in the corner where he would, do 6 languages?
Yeah.
I like that. It was smug and cocky. Now he comes to the ring yodeling.
I see this week we had a first ever champion versus champion match. I know it's not the first ever, but we're going to get a lot of Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler matches.
Yeah.
I
think that's probably the only time I've ever seen Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. The 2 workhorses that put everybody over in WWE.
Are you joking me, man? This match has been run into the ground.
I was kidding.
Yeah. But, why not do a situation where you could have a best of 7 or best of 9? If we're going to have this every second week, let's acknowledge it and have a best of 7, best of 9, and winner gets both belts. And you could have Ziggler coming out on top, and then he could just give the belt to Big E Langston, and then you can have Langston and Kofi feuding.
Yeah, and then they could say, you can't give the belt over, so we're going to have a tournament. And then you'll have people bitching, well, what was the whole point of having the best of 7 if Ziggler wasn't going to keep the belt?
Because then you could have a situation where Kofi's
I know that, and you know that, but the IWC would shit a brick worse than they already do. I swear my toddler class has more chutzpah than the IWPC sometimes.
You are someone new and fresh. I understand why he has to fight Del Rio. I get that because you need to have the rematch. But I think after this pay-per-view, let Del Rio and Swagger go away and finish off their feud. But let's get some new young blood going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's get some...
Please break up Team Hell No.
It's coming. I'm not even watching Raws or SmackDown anymore, and I can tell you from what I'm reading and what I'm seeing, this is coming because they're just too friendly now. They're agreeing with each other too much now, and they got into a feud with the Shield. I'd said this from day one. If there's a 4th member to the Shield, it should be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan will work so well in the Shield.
Well, you've heard the big rumors for WrestleMania 30, haven't you?
No.
It's being fought right now to put WrestleMania 30 Undertaker versus Kane one last time and let both of them retire afterwards.
I would have no problem with
Kane's contract ends in May of next year, and there's thought that he's going to retire. I mean, the guy's been around for almost 15, 18 years now.
But why can't you do a situation that we can have a whole year build-up of the Shield fucking over Kane? Shield's already after taking out Undertaker. Let's build this match up to actually mean something at WrestleMania 30. Let the Shield go the rest of the year undefeated. Imagine that walking into WrestleMania next year, the undefeated Shield for nearly 14 months, taking on the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, and then beat them.
Yeah?
And make them retire. Not only do they get the streak, and they can pin Kane. So you can still say Undertaker was never pinned or tapped out or submitted at WrestleMania.
Yeah? It's just...
I still want to see The Miz versus Undertaker. And let Miz win.
What about Fandango? I'll be honest with you, I think going from the last couple of weeks, Miz's time is indeed nearly up. Sorry to quote John Cena.
Yeah, Miz needs to get to TNA as soon as possible.
Yeah, because he's not doing as much publicity as he used to do. He's not getting as much exposure, and he's been buried constantly when he's on TV.
And they've just totally dropped the Ric Flair storyline. I had big hopes for Miz during that whole time period.
Yeah, I just think that The Miz, they tried him with the WWE Championship, and in my opinion, it was the worst time in the world to be WWE Champion. Because
the title didn't mean anything because Cena didn't want it.
Yeah. In my opinion, people can blame The Rock as much as they want to. And yes, I know at times me and Brian make jokes about The Rock. But if The Rock didn't come back when he came back, WWE were in big trouble. Because that product was gone stale as shit.
It's still stale as shit.
Yeah, but he saved them only for a couple of months, and then Punk came out with the pipe bomb. You had the summer of Punk again, and it helped them a lot. There's been a couple of storylines over the last couple of years that has really hide the fact that since 2009, 2010, WWE's gone to shit. As I said, you had the return of The Rock. Then you had a bit of a null period again. And then out of nowhere you had the pipe bomb, which brought a big lot of traction back. And then you had the run-in with The Rock and John Cena, which had a lot of fucking feuds again. Then you had Brock Lesnar, but as I said, there's only been one or two storylines. If you look at the underbelly of WWE since 2009, 2010, it's rank.
Nobody wants to step up. That's what I blame it on.
Yeah, but
nobody wants to step up.
You can't blame half of the people. Look at someone like Punk. Punk tried to step up, and not only is everyone hailing him in the back, now the IWC, the really smart marks, are turning against Punk, saying, well, he sold the fuck out.
Yeah. When all he did was copy what happened in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
In WWE.
Oh, it was the greatest thing in the world when he did it in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, because it was something new.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but anyone at the moment that keeps saying, oh, well, the Shield are not that good, I'm sorry, you are a WWE hailer.
Yeah.
If you cannot acknowledge how good the Shield are doing, how good their promos are, how good their matches are, like, I'll be honest with you, they are some of the most entertaining guys to watch in the moment in the ring. If you can't acknowledge that, you shouldn't even watch it. You're a fucking hater. Yeah. Simple as.
3 of the future of the business right there. So, and I cannot wait for the terminations to come in a couple weeks and we get some fresh talent from FCW, because they got a lot down there that's ready to go, that are ready for prime time.
And a quick discussion before we go here, because I know you're in a bit of a rush, but I got to ask you this right out. As much as we all run down Triple H and make fun of him, are you looking forward to when he takes over?
Somewhat. I don't like his take care of my friends attitude that he tends to have.
Yeah, but let's be honest here. I know you're saying that, and I probably feel the same. But if you're in that position as well, wouldn't you take care of your friends? Like, why are we running this?
At some point you have to take care of what's good for business, and you have to be able to look your friend. I mean, I terminated an employee this week that, the guy is a good friend of mine, but he wasn't getting the job done. So I had to say, hey, this ain't working. Sorry. Have a nice day. Wish you well in your future endeavors.
Yeah, I think one of the things that always piss people off about Triple H is that it was the Punk promo leading to a sledgehammer match with him and Kevin Nash. I think a lot of people have never and will never forget that. That you took the hottest thing going in professional wrestling, which, if you go back to that period, Punk was huge, and you just completely shill on it just to get Triple H and Kevin Nash to have a match.
Yeah. So, I still like the Punk line. Do you want to see the text message I got from my sister? OMG, Kevin Nash is still alive?
As I always say, Punk came in the wrong generation.
Yeah.
But,
Punk would be one of those guys like a Triple H nowadays that people say, oh, he's just there because of whatever, So, but can you imagine some of the in his prime feuds of Edge and CM Punk when they're both in their prime?
Yeah, and not just that. Imagine
would have been awesome.
Imagine him and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, or CM Punk and Jeff Hardy before he got strung out.
They actually had a very good feud.
Yeah, but that was the straight edge stuff. I'm just talking, going out there and wrestling. When wrestling mattered in WWE, it doesn't matter anymore.
Like, what my opinion used to be about WWE is that if you go back to the Attitude Era, I'm never going to sit down and say, oh, well, they were the best time in Raws and SmackDowns, because they weren't. But what I used to love about it is that you had your entertainment and your build-up on the Raws and SmackDown. But when you got the pay-per-views, forget about it. Honestly, forget about it.
WWE in that time period was your entertainment. WCW was your wrestling. And what got WCW over was when they really started going on the entertainment side with their wrestling product. That's why they were blowing WWE out of the water.
Yeah, because WWE was out selling them on pay-per-views. Because WWE had better pay-per-views. That's what I'm saying. Back then, Nitro was a better show. WWE had a better product. And it's the same again today. WWE have a well better product than TNA, but TNA is a better show because they're using it right.
Yeah.
Alright, people, that has been our shoot the shit on our announcement and a bit of wrestling chat this week. Come back Saturday to see our commentary over Night of the Living Dead 1986.
68.
I know, I made that on purpose. Take care, spike your hair, don't drink bleach, rape jokes aren't funny, all that good stuff. You can order our t-shirts now on the link below. If you're crazy enough to order a t-shirt from us, we gotta fucking check into a mental institution.
Yeah. Cheers.